Hello, Year 8. So, as you're well aware of, your teachers have been, letting you know that you're going to be starting a new unit of work within your language courses. As you know, you've been sort of combined in your history classes. You've been doing some work. Those of you who are doing the Immersion CLIL program, you've been engaging with the history content in your target language. Your new unit of work will be focusing on travel, going to different places. And what we've done, what the language teachers and history teachers have done, is we've decided to base this unit of work off a website which we've created. Last term we asked you to give us some feedback in terms of the learning, and you guys said you'd like to engage in something which is a bit more tech savvy. So we've gone to the trouble of making you a website as the main driver, or as a but more of a main driver for your learning in this unit of studies. So this is just a quick instructional video of how to use the website, how to get around it, and the types of activities you're going to be engaging in, all right? So here, this is the homepage of your website. It's called cultureshistoryandlanguages.weebly.com. And if we scroll down on your homepage, now this is a netiquette section. You guys have to complete this netiquette section before engaging with the material on this website. This is very important, okay? We want to try and minimize as much cyberbullying as possible, especially because, we're giving you the opportunity to go off and use this website at home and during class. We can't be behind your backs all the time watching what you put up. So a lot of the activities you'll have to do will be discussions and posting things up. And so you need to know how to engage with the material appropriately. If not, then there will be severe consequences. If your parents or you yourselves have any further queries, I would advise you that you look at this government website of the Office of E-Safety, the Commissioner. This will give you a broader or more in-depth overview of e-safety and how to engage with, how to engage on the website in a more ethical manner. Yeah, you'll also watch this video quickly, and then this is also a very important section. If you feel that a student has breached, this protocol for netiquette, then you must report it. If you don't want to report it on the website, you can talk to your teacher directly, but we recommend that you use the website because it's up here on the homepage. So yeah, if you feel someone's not being quite right, then please head to the homepage and report the issue that you have. Okay. If we go back to the homepage just quickly, so. Now, just going through each of your pages here, we have your 4 different languages, yeah? So Japanese, French, Italian, and Chinese, okay? And under each of these languages, we have pages to do with numbers, money, getting around, and your teachers have selected 2 special locations, which they were selected for their cultural and historical value, okay? Not only to mention, they're great places to travel to as well. Very lively, very good, places for you young people to visit. So those are there for you to engage with as well. Now, if we click on Japan, just to see its homepage, they're all roughly very, very similar. They'll obviously engaging with lots of pictures. Some will start off with a voki, asking you to listen to the voki, and it'll give you a brief outline of what's expected of you on the website and during this unit of work, exploring some sort of map of the country, and then it'll go straight into the exercises that we've set up for you. Okay. Let's go into France now. And here we'll see, now for France, we'll click on the numbers section. Right now, In each of your language subjects, you'll be engaging firstly with a section on numbers. These will usually start off with some sort of video explaining the numbers so you can engage in some pronunciation practice. And then they'll move on into some number charts so you can see it visually written, yeah? Whether you write them in your books, it'll be specifically indicated by your teachers who have set up the website. You'll also have to engage in some online games, which will help you retain your knowledge about numbers, as well as some quick, Quizlets or little quizzes that are set up in the website. Let's use Italy to discover the money section. So again, each of your subjects will have a money section, using Italy as an example here, Italian. Mainly focusing on shopping and buying things, yeah, wanting to how you use money in the real world. So firstly, it'll go, it'll go in depth about the currency and the actual money structure and how it's used in the target country. And then it'll go into some more sort of collaborative and more, higher order thinking questions where I think the most common one is pretty sure by the end you'll have to make, in Italian, this one here, you have to make a dialogue about with a shop assistant and a customer in the form of a comic strip, yeah? And that will be the end task after you've researched or after you've engaged with the useful expressions and vocabulary for this section. We have a look at, let's go to China for getting around. Now here, China, in terms of getting around, again, your languages will all have this page, focusing on, obviously, an immersion aspect. So trying to, it's more of a real life cultural experience that we want you to engage in, and how a foreigner can, how you students as foreigners can engage in the target country when you go over there and travel. So there'll be things like, watching videos of key phrases, key travel phrases, which you'll need to know, not probably in terms of directions, yeah? So how to get to places, asking how to get to different places. For all of your subjects, you will engage in an activity that asks you to either follow a set of directions leading you to a certain place, or writing up some sort of map using the directions you've learned. So if we have a look at China's one here, the teacher has drawn out a map which you need to follow, okay? You'll also go through a quick section on transport, so the different modes of transport and how transport is used in your target country. And this will be, again, in Chinese, the teacher has made a critical thinking research for a group work. Yeah. Again, you'll probably engage in some sort of Quizlet at the end to revise key vocabulary. Now, if we go into Japan here, let's have a look. I'll go through all of the country's key locations. So first we'll start off with Nara in Japan. So it was the old capital. Again, these pages are just purely for you to get an idea of what these special locations are like. So they will be very rich in pictures and videos. Okay, so and very culturally rich. So not much to do with language, but what we will ask you to do is to fill in a more reflective thing to do with a reflective sort of section in the target language about the special location which your teacher has selected. Okay, if we're going to Tokyo, around about the similar sort of thing, yeah. So exploring Tokyo, looking at other websites, maybe like Lonely Planet and stuff, which have good sort of travel guides, and then again another Padlet for students to engage in, making fun things to do, as well as finishing off with an itinerary, creating your own itinerary. have a look at France. There's Paris. So exploring the architecture, we have food, shopping, and then often if you click on these images, it'll take you to another website. So here, this has taken you to basically all the places you can find, all the places you can picnic in France. So again, taking you to external websites where you can read further. Some videos about the capital. 360 view map and another Padlet, of course, in your target language reflecting on Paris. Similar for Bordeaux. If we go to Italy, in Rome. So the Italian teacher has decided to make it in written form, which is equally as fine, with some vibrant images there to help, and a 360 video. Again, another Padlet for you to reflect on your experience in Rome. Pompeii. Visual walking tour. This would be very engaging for you. Finally, China, Beijing. And Shanghai. Now, I skipped these pages just to come to the end. Now, the collaborative task will be the final activity where all the language students get to engage in some sort of reflective task. So here, you have to write a personal reflection about your experiences using the website as a learning tool. Okay. This is good because we want you to reflect on your learning, like we asked you last term. We asked you for your feedback on the content that you learnt. We're also going to get you to do this for this online resource. What we also want you to do is take this a step further and comment on a classmate's reflection. So you're not only reflecting on your own learning, but you're reflecting and observing, noticing other students learning and seeing seeing what they thought of it as well. And that might trigger some really good discussion, which we want to see, and that'll help inform our teaching as well. Okay. Finally, this is the teachers page. It doesn't really concern you. It's more about how we can tell other teachers, this is basically how to use the website. We have our links to the syllabus outcomes and just a basic instruction for teachers. Yeah. Okay, so I hope that was engaging enough for you. That's the instructional video on how to use this new website, and I hope you have fun in this new unit on travel. Thank you very much.